Chris Watkin back again with Jonathan Handford, fine and country supremo from the Midlands. Jonathan, 4 top tips on how to get to list more properties over £1 million each. Talk to me.
Okay, Specialise, world-class presentation, world-class exposure and world-class service.
Break all those down.
So I think when you have somebody that lives in an upper quartile or a prime property, they want to know that they're putting that asset into the hands of somebody that specialises in that part of the market. And I think that if you wear many caps, you don't really fulfil that need of the seller. And I think that if you specialise, you polarise yourself into that part of the market where you specialise in that upper quartile, you make the conscious decision that you're not going to be working with volume, you're going to be working with quality and more premium properties. So
1, Specialise. Number 2?
Number 2, world-class presentation. So you've got to promote you've got to capture your properties in a world-class standard. So with videos, with drones, with full video tours, with professional photography, with big brochures, with a proper professional write-up to capture it, with pro maps in terms of the boundary and things like that. Even things down to the draft contract. I think you should do that in advance of putting a property to the market so that when you're talking about a property, you've got materially correct facts that you're trying to promote as part of the presentation. And you can't do that on a shoestring budget. You need to get a bit of skin in the game from the vendor so that, again, when you put that together, it's untouchable.
3,
exposure. It's no good having a beautifully presented property if it's kept in a secret drawer in an office somewhere and no one gets to know about it. So it's got to be out there in the ether. And again, you don't just rely on a property portal. Social media is incredibly important, and not just one platform, all of the platforms. So you've got to make sure you fish with a net, not with a line. And it's interesting, if somebody put a gun to my head now and said you have to choose between property portals or social media, I'd choose social media, because I think you will reach more people and you'll get a better return rate than you will on the property portals. And a lot of agents, ironically, just use a property portal.
4,
I think the 4th thing is your service. You have to be outstanding in your field in terms of your consultation, your advice, your proactivity, getting back to people, being available. And I think if you can't do that, you're never going to be, your reputation's got to be really important to you, because birds of a feather flock together. So people in that part of the market will recommend friends and family to the agent that's looked after them. And if you're the one where you're a bit sloppy, you're deceitful, you don't get back to people, you cut corners, you're never going to win that part of the market. You've got to be credible with what you do.
Thank you for your time today.
That's quite all right. Thank you for having me.